The Walking Dead, Season 2, Episode 1 lies ahead. The sun rises over a ravaged Georgia highway, the air thick with the quiet dread that follows catastrophe. Rick, standing on the rooftop of the RV, delivers a grave radio message into static, his voice a lifeline cast into silence. The group's hope now hinges on a single destination, Fort Benning. They set off, engines humming down the deserted road, unaware that their next ordeal lies just around the bend. Their journey comes to an abrupt halt. A tangled mass of wrecked vehicles stretches across the freeway, a graveyard of lives lost in the chaos. What should be a brief scavenging stop turns dire when a herd of walkers descends like a biblical plague. The group scrambles for cover beneath cars and inside RVs. Andrea, weaponless, struggles silently as a walker inches toward her hiding place. Tension peaks with each heartbeat, but Dale tosses her a screwdriver just in time. Blood sprays, breath catches, she survives. T-Dog is not so lucky. A slip against broken glass tears into his arm, and he spirals into shock. Daryl, ever the gruff pragmatist, rushes to patch him up with a stash of painkillers and bandages scavenged from corpses. The world has changed. Strangers can become saviors in the blink of an eye. Nearby, Sophia freezes as two walkers emerge from the tree line. Rick calls to her, urging her to run. She bolts into the woods, vanishing like a shadow in the underbrush. Rick follows, his voice cracking through the trees, but she's gone. Hours pass, then a night, and now the woods seem endless. Rick returns to the group, empty-handed and hollow-eyed. Carol is inconsolable, her daughter now lost in the same darkness that claimed the world. The group splits up to search, fanning out across the forest in a desperate bid to pull the girl back from the brink. But the forest is a liar, every branch a false promise, every rustle a cruel trick. Amid the search, Carl and Shane stumble upon a deer grazing in a clearing. For a moment, wonder replaces fear. Carl edges closer, eyes wide with innocence and awe. Then a single shot rings out. The deer collapses. Carl falls too, blood blooming on his shirt. Lori screams. Shane rushes to the boy, cradling his small body. The bullet wasn't meant for him. It tore through the deer and found a child instead. In an instant, the fragile illusion of peace shatters. Panic seizes the group. They cradle Carl in the RV, every second stretching like an eternity. Rick's hands, slick with his son's blood, won't stop shaking. Hope flickers when a stranger, Otis, emerges, apologetic and desperate, claiming he knows a man who can help. There's a farm nearby, a doctor named Herschel. Without pause, Rick carries Carl as they rush into the woods, following Otis through the brush, clinging to the faint thread of salvation. As Rick runs, the weight of fatherhood crashes down, his words from earlier echo, "We do what we have to for the ones we love." Blood loss is making Carl slip away. Rick's voice trembles as he urges his son to stay with him, to fight. At the edge of the clearing, the farmhouse appears like a mirage. Herschel is waiting. There may be a chance. Back on the highway, Daryl, Andrea, and the rest scour the woods, but Sophia remains missing. Carol's pain ripples through the group like a contagion. Every face wears the same mask of helplessness. Shane grows increasingly restless, teetering between loyalty and a desire to disappear. The old world had rules. This new one demands sacrifices he's not sure he's willing to make. As night falls, Rick and Lori stand over Carl's unconscious body inside the farmhouse. They've been granted a sliver of hope, but the price is steep, and the road ahead has never looked darker. Outside, the world hasn't changed. It's still brutal, still merciless. But within the farmhouse walls, for one fleeting moment, there's warmth, there's light. And maybe, just maybe, there's something left worth fighting for.